Hello children, in last class we had started with the geography second chapter, that is lines on a globe. Isn't so? Open page number 104. So page 104. Yes. What is a globe? A globe is a small three-dimensional model of the earth. You can see globe here. So it is a three-dimensional. Why? Because it is in the shape of ball, or it is spherical in shape. Yes. And also earth is tilted on 23.5 degree. You can see the tilted thing. So is it straight upright like this straight? No. So it is tilted. When you keep on the floor or on a table surface, so see the poles here, axis. So the axis is an imaginary line, yes, that runs through the body of the object, center of the body. So axis, what is an axe? Axis is an imaginary line running through the center of the body where the object is symmetrical. The either sides of the object is symmetrical. And the two end poles of the earth is called as what? Is named as the north pole and the south pole. So the imaginary lines, whatever you see on a globe or on the map, these are all our imaginary lines. They do not physically exist. Yes, they are for our references. The geographers they have drawn these imaginary lines on the globe and the map for our references to locate the places easily. And through globe we can see the continents shape and also the countries, oceans and seas. Whatever is there on the planet Earth, we can see it through the globe. Isn't so? It is very precise. And the imaginary lines that are, so there is an imaginary line, that is the imaginary line that runs in the middle of the earth horizontally is called as what? It is equator. The equator divides the earth into two halves, that is northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere. So it is also called as the great circle because it is the greatest circle that surrounds the earth. And there are other parallel lines, there are other imaginary lines that run parallel to the equator towards the poles. So they are called as what? They are called as lines of latitude or the parallel lines. So these are the latitudes. Latitudes are the parallel lines that is the lines that run parallel to the equator are called latitudes. And there are one more set of imaginary lines that meet at poles. So the lines that are semicircle and runs from north pole to south pole are called as what? Longitudes. So these are the horizontal lines are latitudes and the vertical lines are longitudes. And you all know that the latitudes, there are 181 lines of latitude and longitudes are 360 degree lines of longitudes. So the equator is numbered as 0 degree. From the equator, it is 90 lines towards the northern hemisphere and 90 lines towards the southern hemisphere. Totally, including equator, it is 181 lines. And longitudes are semicircles. Yes, they meet at the poles. The circle starts from here and ends here. It is not circle. So the latitudes are circles, but the longitudes are semicircles. They meet at the poles, and there are totally 360 lines of latitudes where 0 to 180 towards east and 0 to 180 degree west, 180 lines. So 180 lines towards the west, yes, and 180 lines towards the east. And also the each degree, so since there is 90 lines of latitude towards the north poles, each degree, the distance between the each degree is how much? 111 km. So the consecutive, between the two consecutive degrees, how many, that is the distance, 111 km distance difference is there. Fine. And also the heat zones we had studied. The heat zones, what are the major? That is, you know that the rays that falls on the sun, sorry, from the sun on the earth is unequally distributed. Yes, since the earth is tilted at an angle of 23.5 degree, the different parts of the earth receives unequal sun rays or sunlight. Yes, so only the earth is divided into main three heat zones. Yes, that is the torrid zone, and temperate zone and the frigid zone. So here the torrid zone lies on either sides of the equator, that is here Tropic of, these are the major 4 lines of latitude. Tropic of Cancer, it is 23.5 degree north, and here it is Tropic of Capricorn, that is 23.5 degrees south, and here Tropic of Arctic Circle. This is the Arctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree north, and here is the Antarctic Circle. Antarctic Circle, that is 66.5 degree south. Yes, the torrid zone lies here on either sides of the equator. This is equator, isn't it? Since the sun rays falls directly on the equator, on either sides of the equator, this part from Tropic of the, that is the torrid zone, lies between the Tropic of Cancer in the northern hemisphere to the Tropic of Capricorn in the southern hemisphere. So this is the torrid zone and considered as the hottest zone. Torrid zone. And since the above the torrid zone, that is the temperate zone, lies between the Tropic of Cancer and the Arctic Circle. So this is temperate zone. This is temperate zone. Here the sun rays is little moderate. This zone does not receive direct sun rays. So it is, the climate here is moderate. And here the frigid zone. The frigid zone is this is the frigid zone. It is the coldest zone, considered as the coldest zone. Why? Because it's the light, that is the poles receives very less, that is heat. So only the frigid zone is considered as the coldest zone. Okay, it extends from Antarctic Circle to the South Pole in the southern hemisphere, and the Arctic Circle to the North Pole in the northern hemisphere. So there are 3. If there is a question saying name the 3 heat zones, so heat zones are nothing but the torrid zone that lies on either sides of the equator, and the temperate zone, you have to write where it lies exactly. Tropic of Cancer to Arctic Circle in the northern hemisphere, and Tropic of Capricorn to Antarctic Circle in the southern hemisphere, and frigid zone at the poles, end poles. Yes? And also we had started with the longitudes, isn't it? We were about to start. So the horizontal lines on the globe are nothing but the latitudes. Yes? And one more set of lines, you can see the vertical lines that passes from north zone to the that is south pole are nothing but the lines of longitude. So lines of longitude are the imaginary lines that run from north pole to south pole. They are semicircle. They don't meet. So sorry, they do meet at the poles. They are not circles like latitudes. Yes, and also the distance. See the distance at the equator are same, but when they move towards the poles, the consecutive distance between two longitudes reduces. It is not same, but they are of same length. From north pole to south pole, they are of same length, but the distance varies as they move towards the poles. Yes, but the parallel lines, they are circles that surrounds the globe and they are parallel. They don't meet. Isn't so? They don't meet, and also the circles reduces. That is, they become smaller as they move towards the pole. Since the globe is spherical in shape, the longitudes, distances, the consecutive distance between two meridians is different. The longitudes are also called as what? Longitudes are also called as meridians. And there are how many lines of longitudes? 360-degree lines of longitudes. 0 to 180 degree, it is east, and 0 to 180 degree west. Fine. And also here the equator. Since the equator is the central latitude of the earth, isn't it? The equator is at the center of the globe and it divides the earth into two equal halves. But when you take longitudes, there is no center. Like latitude, there is no meridian which was named, yes, as the center reference. So only in 1884, yes, in 1884, they decided 0-degree meridian that passes through the Greenwich. Yes, that passes through the Greenwich here. (0° here, this one. So this is the 0-degree meridian. This is the 0-degree meridian that passes through the Royal Observatory. Yes, Royal Observatory, that is at Greenwich in London, near London. So this 0 meridian is considered as, here I'll show you it. So here this 0-degree meridian is considered as the 0, that is prime meridian, like equator, like how the equator is the the latitude that divides the earth into two halves. The same way the prime meridian is numbered as 0-degree that divides the earth into eastern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere, western hemisphere. Okay. So 0 meridian, see, this is considered as a prime meridian that passes through the Greenwich near London here. Fine, UK here. And using, as I had told you, that the longitudes are used to calculate what? Calculate time. The latitudes and longitudes are drawn on the map or on the globe because to locate the places easily. So the latitudes are horizontal lines and longitudes are vertical lines, isn't it? The latitude and longitude, wherever they meet, is called as grid. This is in the form of grid. Yes. and these two where they meet, that point tells the location of the place. So each degree, that is 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, 4 degree, that is the latitudes, and 1 degree, 2 degree, that is the longitudes. They have given specific numbers where those numbers tell the destination of the particular place. Yes. And through GPS, so it is, the GPS is also fed with this latitude and longitude numbers, where through that only, if we want to, wherever we travel or wherever we have to reach our destination, it makes us easy because of these imaginary lines. And also the longitudes are used to calculate time, isn't it? So how among all the lines of longitude, so there are 360 lines of longitudes that cover the whole globe. Yes, it starts from 0 degree here and 180 degree towards the east and 180 degree towards the west. So totally there are 360 degree lines of longitudes that covers the entire globe. And there you know that the earth takes one complete rotation. Yes, earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, isn't it? And rotation causes what? Day and night. Day and night. So 24 hours is equal to one rotation. So these 360 degree lines of longitude, they have divided into 24 standard meridians. 24 standard meridians at an interval of 50 degree. So 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, like that you will have. So since each degree, they can't, that is only 24, earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation, isn't it? So only they have divided 360 lines into 24 standard meridians, where each meridian is 15 degree apart. That is when you see here. So see, this is the 0 degree meridian. Prime meridian means from here 15, 30 to 45, 60, 75 like this. So what is the interval between the each standard meridian? That is, you have 15 degree, that is time degree intervals between each standard meridian. Okay. And you know that 360 degree means 360 degree and what if, so you know that the time zones, depending on the different time zones, so all the entire, that is time is different, isn't so? Is it the time is same all over the world? No. So the time is different according to the rotation of the earth. So what difficulties would be caused if we all followed our local time? So what do you mean by local time now? So local time means the sun for rays that falls on, you all know that the sun rays falls on each meridian when the earth rotates like this. So suppose the sun is here, so the sun rays falls on the earth, isn't it? Or each meridian they fall. So the rays that falls on each meridian, yes, is known as the local time, is considered as the local time. Local time means what? The meridian passing the midway through the country. Suppose India, see here, India is here. The midway is this one, 75 to 82 degree, you can say 75 degree east longitude is the meridian, is the mid meridian that passes through India here. So this is taken as the local time for India. So where in, that is Maharashtra, it passes through Maharashtra, that is Mumbai. So there it is considered as 82.5 degree east meridian is adopted as the standard time, Indian standard time for the whole country that passes through the Mirzapur, that is in Uttar Pradesh here. Okay, near Uttar Pradesh, the 82 and which that is 82.5 degree east. This is the longitude. So east, north means north or N or S comes means it is latitude. So first the latitude is read as like this. For example, so here only we'll take, for example, 30 degree north and 75 degree east. So like this, the latitude and longitude are written in this way. The first number is the latitude and the second number is the longitude. So seeing these two degrees, latitude and longitude numbers, the place, the destination is, that is here. It comes around near Simla. So 75 degree east and that is 30 degree north here. So where these two lines meet, that point where the region is considered, that is Simla will come here. So that is how the places are located using these latitudes and longitudes. And also you know that the sun rays falls unevenly. Isn't so? The sun rays falls on each meridian as well, and the sun rays that falls on the midway, the meridian that passes through each country, that is called as the local time of that particular country. Yes, the time varies. You all know that the time varies, isn't it? So suppose the sun rays, you know, sun rises in the east. So taking the prime meridian as the reference. So from prime meridian towards the east is the day ahead, and here the day behind. So the sun rises in the east, and this part will be day, and the other side of the globe or other side of the earth will be night, isn't it? See here, suppose this side it is day, means the other side is it is what? Day, sorry, night. So the earth rotation causes day and night. So suppose if in India it is here, if India it is so say 10 a.m. Yes, the time is calculated the globally the in AM and PM, you know that, isn't it? So suppose in India it is 10 a.m. So the other side it is 10 p.m. 10 a.m. If it is considered as 10 a.m. here it is morning and here it is night. So there was a lot of confusion at that time. So to overcome that problem, every country has a standard time. Every country so has a standard time, and like that, so in India the local time of 82.5 degree east meridian is considered as the Indian standard time. That is 82.5 degree means east meridian, that is longitude. So 75 is here, between 75 to 90, 82 will come, isn't so? When you take this, it will be somewhere here. That is that meridian passes through Mirzapur, which is in Uttar Pradesh. Fine. That meridian is taken as the reference point. That is Indian stand. That meridian is considered as the IST. That is Indian Standard Time for the whole country. Whole country means for whole entire India. Fine, and this meridian divides the India into two halves. Fine, and also a region that uses the same standard time forms a time zone. So a region that uses the same standard time means the meridian. So the regions or the cities or places that lies on this meridian will have the same time. Okay, that is called as that forms a time zone. So there are 24 time zones in the world. So you know that separated from each other by 15 degrees or an hour. So there are 360-degree lines of longitude. In that they have divided that they have taken 24 standard meridians where each meridian is of 15 degree apart. Okay, 15 degree apart, and each that is each meridian 1 degree to 15 degree, it is 1 hour difference. There is 1 hour difference. So just like different local times can cause confusion within the same day, the various time zones around the world can cause inconvenience in international dealings as well. So only to solve this time, they have taken, so each, you know that each country has its own local time. Isn't it? Time zones, they depending upon the rotation of the movement of the earth, the time zones are decided. So like that, keeping this prime meridian as the reference, the entire world time is calculated. That is GMT. So since the prime meridian passes through the Greenwich prime meridian means it is a longitude, the line that runs from North Pole to South Pole, and it is considered as the center of the earth, like as latitude, equator. So the prime meridian passes through Greenwich. Its local time is known as Greenwich Mean Time. It is GMT. So IST means Indian Standard Time, and GMT is used to calculate time globally here. So the standard time may vary, but the GMT is a fixed time where it is calculated globally, entire world. Okay, if this prime meridian is 12 a.m. Fine, imagine it is 12 a.m. See, like this is 0 degree. This is 15 degree. This is 30 degree. And this is 45 degree. Okay, like this only. This side also 15 degree, 30 degree. So this is the prime meridian. As I told you, suppose the time is 12 noon, morning, 12 a.m. We'll take 12 a.m. So I told you that from prime meridian towards the east, it is day ahead. And from this prime meridian towards the west, it is day ahead. 0 to 180 degree west, it is day ahead, and 0 to 180 degree towards east, it is a day ahead. Fine. And 1 degree is of 4 minutes. Yes, 1 degree is of how many minutes? 4 minutes. So see here, 1 day is equal to how many hours? It is 24 hours. Isn't it? So 1 day is equal to 24 hours. So 1 hour is equal to how many minutes? That is 60 minutes. Yes. So 1 day is equal to 24 into 60. If you do, how much you will get? 1440 minutes. So Earth takes how many minutes to rotate? That is, to complete its rotation, 1440 minutes. Isn't it? So when you divide this 1440 minutes by 360 degree lines, yes, you will get what? 4 minutes. So that is, it is understood that each degree is how many minutes? 4 minutes. I told you that there are 24 standard meridians, isn't it? So how many, that is, how many lines of, that is 15 degree, each standard meridian is of 15-degree interval is there. So if each meridian is 4 minutes means 0 to 15 means 15 into 4, that is 4 is equal to how much? So it is, so 15 into 4, 4 5s are 20, 4 1s are 4, 60. 60 minutes, isn't it? So 60 minutes is equal to, you can say 1 hour. So from 0 degree to 15 degree, there is 1 hour difference. When you move from 12 noon to, when you move from this meridian to 15-degree meridian, there is an addition of 1 hour. So here it will be 1 a.m. Isn't it? Sorry, 1 p.m. 1 p.m. And here again, when you move from this meridian to this meridian, again 1 hour plus 1 hour. Each and every standard meridian, there will be an addition of 1 hour. But when you come towards the west side, from 0 meridian to, if you move towards the west, 15-degree west, so it keeps on decreasing, minus 1 hour. Again, when you move from this 15-degree meridian to 13-degree meridian towards west, it is again 1 hour will get decreased. So like this, so 0 to 180-degree east, it is a day ahead, and 0 to 180-degree west, it is a day behind. So only each and every, so suppose if it is, if in India it is 1 o'clock, say around 1 p.m. Okay, what is the time here? What is the time in London? So where is the prime meridian? The prime meridian is here. Yes, here. So it is 12 noon means in India it is 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4, 5. So GMT plus the IST, Indian IST. So India, that is Indian Standard Time is 5.5 hours ahead. You are going to add this ahead time to the GMT, only then you will get the exact time of each place. Fine. The same way, if you subtract the time with the GMT, you will get the time towards the Western countries. So this is the difference. So in next class, I'll teach you still more precisely. Fine. When we take up the that is international date line and how to calculate time using the line of longitude. We'll take this Tokyo example and New York example is given in your textbook. We'll take up and we'll calculate the time, how exactly the time is calculated. Okay. So read the chapter till here, entire chapter. So you know that school is going to, that is, you have to come to school. Yes, so you'll get the information from school and come neatly with your uniform. Wear your uniform, so neatly dressed, cut your hair. So don't wear bangles or kadgas like this. So come neatly. Fine. Thank you.